Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. This lesson is going to be a little bit different in that I'm actually going to start with a project I did in 2022 where I created a number of calendar quilts, and I'm going to show you how I modified them to work with the current year, which is 2023. For my 2023 calendar quilt, I'm actually starting with a project I did a number of years ago. The project was originally designed to include both a calendar and a quilt for each month of the year. Since I'm working with an old project, I will open the project and view the project sketchbook. Under the Quilts tab, I will locate the calendar I did for January 2020 and select Edit. In order to remember what I did, I am going to click the Hide Show layer for layer 1, and that's going to allow me to see what's on layer 2. All of the text is still visible, which means that it's on a different layer. So I can go ahead and go to layer 2. And the first thing is I want to change that 2020 to 2023. So under Text Tools, I'm going to select Set Text, and I'm going to click on the text box. And I'm going to click on it at the very end, and I am just going to backspace to delete, type in a 3, and it's going to remember everything else that I've done before. It's going to remind me that I used the elephant font. It's going to remind me of my size. And all I need to do now is click away. None of the rest of the text needs to be retyped, but it does need to be repositioned. So I will select the Adjust tool, select one of the numbers, and move it to the appropriate spot. You can select and move individual text boxes, or you can drag a box that completely encloses a group of text boxes and move them as a group. Using the Set Text tool, you can add additional text boxes and use that to highlight personal holidays, such as birthdays, in your calendar. One way to clean things up is to drag a box that fully encloses everything on one of the rows. With the Shift key on the keyboard, you can select anything you don't want included. For me, that was the New Year's Day. Then select Align Tops. Then I will repeat the process for week 2. Then repeat the same process for cleaning up weeks 3 through 5. Once I have the approximate location done, I can go ahead and move any of the dates to better position them. Then let me unhide layer 1, and you can see I need to adjust some backgrounds. So I'm going to switch over to select layer 1 and go to Fabric Tools, use the eyedropper, and I'm first going to find the dark gray, and I'm going to click on the other spaces that I want to be dark gray. With the eyedropper, I will select the white and click on the 3 spaces I want to be white. Then add to sketchbook, and also under quilt, select Add to Sketchbook as Photo. If you view the project sketchbook and select the Photos tab, if I scroll to the end, I can find the photo I just saved, and I'm going to edit that to the image work table. Select Crop, and you can see that there's a little bit of white space surrounding the blue border, and I want to eliminate that. So to do that, I am going to drag the nodes so that there is no white space next to the blue border. Select Apply Crop and Add to Project Sketchbook. View the project sketchbook, and under the Quilts tab, I'm going to locate my January quilt that included both the calendar and some quilted images. Select Edit, select Hide Show Quilt Patch Lines to see the quilt without its outlines. Select Layer 2, select Photo Tools, and with the Adjust, select the 2020 calendar, note the size, and then select Delete. And now under Set Photo, I'm going to take the one I just did, drag that on the quilt, and notice this is the edited version. And I'm going to select it with the Adjust tool and select Preserve Aspect Ratio, change the width to 11, drag the center of the photo to position it on the quilt. And I will add to the project sketchbook. To turn this into the backdrop I can use for my computer monitor, I will select Print and Export and select Export Image. And I'm just going to go to my EQ8 images, and I'm going to call this January 2023 desktop and select Save. Make sure both outline patches and outline blocks is turned off and select Save. Thanks so much for watching. Although this is not a tutorial that takes you through creating a quilt from start to finish, I hope this will give you some ideas that once you create a design such as a monthly calendar, it is very easy to modify for additional months or years. In the related blog post, I will share with you how I used that image to create my desktop backdrop using Windows 11. I will also share some exciting news if you would be interested in receiving the full Calendar Quilt class.